Whoa. Wow. What a whirling dervish of activity as we cram all we can to the final buzzer. And this ends up being our, fall finale show. We're your hosts, and look, we're on the TV. I'm Kenton.
We're in studio.
We got Ricky.
Yeah,
we
this
got
is the lightest
JW.
in-studio crew we got.
Yeah, so we're doing this remotely, but we're all together. We found a way to be together.
So sort of remote.
In our hearts and minds.
And we have the trio here, and as we said, fall sports have come to an end, and for some it's early, but really it's kind of late. It's it's almost Thanksgiving, but now fall sports has had some finality, and we'll catch you up on all that's happened this last week, of which there is a lot, including football playoffs, Mr. Pimo, and maybe because there's so many highlights. There's a lot of highlights. You got to stay hydrated. Yeah. So everybody take this opportunity, to get yourself some beverage right now.
Well, did you bring enough for everyone, K2? Can I have some?
Yeah,
of that?
I forgot mine.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Okay. Oh, thank you. What do you got
nice.
here?
Since you guys got it. I mean, I'm parched too, Rick.
Oh, Ricky.
Okay, I hope you like black coffee. Here you go.
Oh, well, that's. I mean, it's somewhat. It's somewhat. Oh, thanks. I got it. All right. Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
You want the last sip,
Black
Kenton?
coffee.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that back. Yeah.
Okay. You need it back?
Here you go, Rick. Get that back to him.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Here, hold on.
Wow, you actually killed it. You didn't leave any left? Here you go.
Oh, there's a swallower
got
too.
It?
Okay.
Take it.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is how we get to 30 minutes of the show. This is great. We could
ready to begin.
Well, now that I got some coffee, here we go. Class 6A section, first round of playoffs. Hey, we got the 5th seeded Lakeville North Panthers and the 4th seeded Centennial Cougars. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the Elijah Ward game. Senior quarterback breaks off a 36-yard rush early in the first half, gets taken down at the 2-yard line, and he caps it off with a nice score from the left side. Easy, 7-0 early. Centennial gets the ball back after a nice defensive stop. And look at this, a breakthrough 25-yard touchdown run. Elijah Ward, his second of the game. Cougars up 14-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter now, second and goal. Who do you think's getting the ball? It's an option, but is it really? Third touchdown of the game for Elijah Ward. Lance Liu added a 2-point conversion. It's 22-0. Second half now, Lakeville North looking for some offense. Matt Miller uses play action, finds Noah Nephew behind everyone. 50 yards down to the 1-yard line. Their next play, easy score. Najee Nelson runs it in, cutting the deficit to 15. Centennial still in control. We go to the fourth quarter. They use an end-around play. It's Isaac Ankrum, and he breaks to the edge. Nobody will catch him. Untouched. 58 yards, his first touchdown of the year. Big play in the playoffs. Love it. Celebration could use some work, though. But the Cougars dominate. They win 36-14. That game was on Tuesday.
Winning time continued on Thursday, Rick Palermo, for the Blaine Bagels as, look at this, little pitch to Josh Lungen. Blaine getting it rolling early. Josh Lungen has been rolling all season long. The senior tailback with over 1,000 yards. How about the defense? Starting things going, and that time dropped over the top as it was the lone receiver who could get things rolling, Sean Diedrich, for the Wayzata Trojans. He sets up this score, and the Trojans, they came in with a tough schedule, just a couple of wins, but they were there to play. So we're tied at 7. Here we go, that offense again. Little release and go to the end zone for Sluggan. He's got a receiving touchdown now to go along with his rushing touchdown. The Blaine Bagels up 14-7. We're still in the first half. Wayzata Trojans, a rushing touchdown. Quarterback keeper right there for the Trojans, Ryan Harvey, and they're tied. But the Bengals would own the third quarter. Josh Slungen takes it in. The offensive line blocking well, even more for Josh Slungen. Bang, bang, there he goes. Harvey trying to get things working. Harvey gets swallowed up by Daniel Oboye and company. There's that defensive line work that we've seen. 21-14. Little Schuster speed off the edge. Tyler Schuster, the quarterback, he's been a dual threat guy all season long. They got a little extra courtesy of the horsey collar. He goes from the 5-yard line. He this time uses Schlungen as the blocker and sends it in for 6. 2-score lead for the Blaine Bagels. Trojans, again, trying to pull back into it. Tip ball, interception, taken away by the Panthers, worked inside the 5-yard line by Cody Foster, linebacker, getting a little credit. All right, flip it out. All-time leading return man, Spencer Logan, got him some space, and he gets the score from 5 yards out. Bengals get the block from Max Stepanek. We just saw this, other side of the field. They did it again. Roll out, Schlungen, he's going to block. Nope, he releases. You find him, and Schlungen with another touchdown. Bengals, well, that makes them section champs, 42-28. They beat the Wayzata Trojans. Big days again for the quarterback and the tailback, along with some second-half defense for the Bengals. And you see what they did through the air with 176, but on the ground 206, massively outgaining the Wayzata Trojans, and that gave them the edge in total yardage on the day. The Bengals get 176 and 3 touchdowns from Tyler Schuster, 53 rush yards and a touchdown, and Josh Schlungen with 137 and the 2 scores on the ground to go along with 2 more scores through the air. What a season for the Blaine Bagels and Josh Schlungen, and capped off, guys, with a victory. That's a good way to go.
That's the kitty's
Speaking of
meow
good ways
right
to
there.
go, absolutely. We got another kitty that is meowing a little bit. They were playing the Irondale Knights for a second time. That would be Spring Lake Park, looking for a berth in what would have been the 5A playoff championship, and they do it with the battle for the block up against the Irondale Knights, and they battled with the defense on the second play from scrimmage. Oh, that's a fumble. Oh, that's Caleb Skelly picking it up, and bang, hand to the face. Quarterback is toast. That's a Christmas movie, by the way, as Caleb Skelly goes in from 6 for the score. It would stay 7-0 for an awfully long time in this game, courtesy of, well, partially the Panther defense. And Nolan Toomey going up the ladder and getting one. Remember the name, remember the number, the senior defensive back Nolan Toomey, his first pick of the night. I say his first pick of the night. Gabe Barasa wanting to go deep. And who does he find? This time it's Joey Sorensen. Not Toomey that time. Sorensen gets a pick on a day where there would be 4 interceptions for the Spring Lake Park Panther defense. Barasa, what do you think might happen here? Yep, that's picked off. That's Nolan Toomey. He gets it again. Spring Lake Park Panthers with another interception and takeaway defense. They had 4 shutouts coming into this game on the season. Getting Litke with it. Nate Litke just can't keep the feet, but gets them set up inside the 5-yard line. This was a 4th down and goal from the 1. They tried it from the 1 twice before and finally get the dive for the Panthers to get their second score of the game. So they're up 2 scores. Irondale Knights trying to come back with it. And look at this. Nolan Toomey again. From me to me. And then he tries to take it in. There was a block in the back that brought it back. And it would have been an excellent highlight, but a block in the back. It's just a takeaway for the Panther defense. Again, 3rd interception for the senior in his final game.
They took away. Oh, that's a good shoulder block. They took away a top play.
Yeah.
They took away a top play.
It did. That would have been a top play. Aaron Clausen, well, he did a bid for a top play at the very least. On the edge, 34 out, puts the capper on it. Little chocolate sauce on the Sunday for the Spring Lake Park Panthers as they beat the Irondale Knights. That's the 8th straight time they've beaten them at home in that rivalry, by the way. And it makes them, de facto, the section champs, 21-0. They get the victory. Some of the stats you see from the Panthers on that side of the ball. Again, it's not an offense that was piling up total yardage, but the defense pitches another shutout. Guys, they lost their first game of the season, if you recall, to Becker. Since then, in their final 5 games, they gave up 6 points. Not 6 points a game, 6 total points. Panthers were balling out.
De facto, the matter is that defense legit
was deep.
And yeah, after that Becker game, delightful. How many shutouts did you say? A Hondo? They have 100
so
shutouts
5
year? Is that
5?
Yeah,
it seemed like that. Yeah.
That's about 100 quarters shutout.
Yep. All but 2 games.
Exactly. More playoffs? Yeah,
Playoffs?
this is Centennial taking on Stillwater, and the Ponies' first drive. They are off to the races. Dom Krenz, the score at 7-0 Stillwater. Cougars, Elijah Ward, the screen to Chase Granzow, 14-yard score for him. Eli No Whiskey, extra point, 7-6, tied at 7. Second quarter, Lance Liu in for the Cougars, 10-yard touchdown run. Extra point no good, 13-7. Before the half, Daniel O'Neill, the pick for Centennial, and the Cougars hang on to a 13-7 lead at the break. Third quarter, more Liu. This one from 24 yards out, the score, and it's 20-7 Cougars. Once again on the drive, Ward this time breaks off a 38-yard run. And the third quarter draws to a close. But the Pony defense comes up. They get the fumble and recovery. They got a chance. It's fourth quarter. They're down 2 scores. They're going for it, but Isaac Ankrum, the interception, Cougar ball, and they capitalize on the drive. Ward with a 10-yard touchdown run. And Centennial, 27-14 victory. And guess what? They're the section champions. There you see the numbers. Liu, 34 rushes, 215 yards, and 2 scores. What a day.
Yeah, that's a whole season's worth.
Yep. Cougars turn it on at the end of the year. And, well, who'd have thought we would have 3 section champions?
Not me.
De facto or not, and canceled games and whatever. At the end of the day, at the end of the season, we have 3 section champions.
Pretty good year for us over here.
The final game of the year. Yep. Gotta love it.
All right. Also, we had volleyball, which was also inserted back into the fall season. We didn't get quite to the playoffs, but they got a few more games in this past week, and going back to Monday from last week, Spring Lake Park and Coon Rapids, Ricky.
Yeah. Let's get it going. Panthers at Coon Rapids, having won 2 of their last 3. Meanwhile, Coon Rapids looking to snap a 6-game skid. Second meeting between the 2 schools. SOP won 3-1 last time. First set, Coon Rapids up 13-12. Panthers, Addison France with the block. It falls out of bounds. Set point for Coon Rapids and SLP. They misplay the volley, and the Cardinals win set 1, 25-21. But the Panthers come out hot in set 2. They're up 9-1 here early on. Kayla Hoiby, after a nice dive and a save from Johnson, sets up Hoiby for the kill, 10-1. We go to set point now. Panthers finish it in style. Haley Klen with the ace, and we are tied 1 set apiece. Set 3, Panthers still cruising along. Maya Mortensen with another ace. Panthers making it look easy at this point. It's 23-12 now in set 3. Panthers volley, and Courtney Goody gets the kill. They go on to win set 3, 25-15. So Panthers up 2-1 here. Cardinals fighting back. Nicole Post stiffs up the middle with a block. And here we go. Set point now for Coon Rapids. Becca Mastler. Huge kill. In your face. That takes us to a decisive 5th set. Of course, the 5th set playing to 15 points. It's a close one. SLP up 10-9 here. Brooke Christensen, yeah, she's going to get the point. It touches the back of the line. Yes, it does. It's in. Panthers up 14-11. We've got match point. And it's going to be Courtney Goody again with the kill. Blocks it. SLP wins in a dramatic 5th set for back-to-back wins.
More Monday volleyball. Rogers at Blaine in El Juego Primero. Rogers ready to rock. Anya Schmidt is all over it, pulverizing one for the kill. Then Schmidt sets up Allie Ritter, who taps it over, and Royals take Primero 25-18. El Juego Numero Dos. Bengales Evelyn Thormatsgaard dumps over on 2. Bengals jump out to a lead. Royals Schmidt keeps it close. And Royals keep on going. Ava Whitcomb serving up the ace, and the Royals win 25-20. Bengal backs against the wall in Game 3. Eliana Schmitz. Yes. We are excited about that, right? Right? Yes, we are excited about that. Bengals finish strong. Zoe Smith, the cross-court killer. Bengals win 25-19. I can smile. But it's Game 4. Bengals keep the momentum. Smith, the block. Then the two-hand jam. You got dunked on. But then they were Royals. Caitlin Lee drops down the errant pass. 25-19. Rogers takes Game 4 and wins 3-1.
Which takes us to our final highlight of the 2020 fall. The Elk River Elks and the Blaine Bagels at the Fieldhouse. A little more volleyball for the Bengals. Trying to get a win over Elk River has been very good. A hotly contested first set at the Fieldhouse. Bengals down a point. Bengals go to the far side for Clara Brown. That's clear. And down. Clara Brown with the point. But Elk River at 24-23 continued to battle. Bengals, though, able to get the kill from the near side, courtesy of Ella Kappas, sends it down. So to the second, with the Bengals leading 7-1, Bengals leading 1-0. It's 7-1 Elk River in that second set. And yeah, they got things rolling. This is an Elks team that came in strong, and well, that's what they did in the second set. It's 17-6, more Elks. You got 6 Elks staring across the net at you. That's going to be scary stuff. And the Elks were all that and more. 25-12 in the first. The momentum continued into the third. You can see it's a 16-7 lead courtesy of that kill. They dispatched the Bengals in the third, 25-9. Fourth set got a little closer. Yes, the service game was there from the hammer of Thormatsgaard. 14-7. Bengals would fight back in this one late, but still not enough against the Elk River Elks. Big kill off the block, and to set point, to match point at 24-20. Bengals can't get there, and it's the Elks cruising through the second and third and hanging on in the fourth, take the 3-1 victory at the Fieldhouse. So they couldn't go out on a win, but got that one more game here in 2020, and the Bengals fall in that one. Those, your final standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference, with Centennial best among our teams, 6-8 for the Blaine Bagels and 4 wins for the Spring Lake Park Panthers, who strung together a couple of wins after they broke up a long losing streak earlier in the year. So congrats to them.
That is fall sports, as we are on pause now. That's it for now. So time will tell when it'll be safe to resume. However, as far as the fall season is concerned, we will be having some, sports and rap shows. Obviously, won't be a season finale show where we have a bunch of athlete guests in studio. So it's a different kind of rap.
Not that kind of rap.
With a W. Also,
that was last
also
quarantine.
Doesn't involve like gifts. Yeah.
Speaking of last
quarantine, we did the the winter season wrap up. We're gonna do the same thing where we take it sport by sport. So look for those popping up on North Metro TV and our North Metro TV YouTube page. That's what's coming at you, and we'll probably be, you'll still see us, and we might be in our pajamas, but we'll still bring content.
I will definitely be in my pajamas next time.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, can't leave the house, so might as well stay in your PJs.
Should we have a like a PJ competition? Like every week we get points for our PJ game. We just keep standing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to put you guys at a disadvantage, but I mean, mine are in-house and pretty spot on. But hey, let's do it.
We can give you a.
Well, you guys already have you guys have a competitive advantage because you're dads, so you guys got all your PJs and stuff all set up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to do some online shopping.
Yep.
'Tis the season. Well,
All right.
any final words from you guys?
Hey,
I think
I
this
don't
is
know,
the
Go
all
ahead.
right. I'll take it since I'm singled here. I think this is my first participation in fall sports. With everything shutting down, I've been gone, so I'm glad I could get my stamp on the fall season here in the final episode of
Ricky's
fall
back.
sports.
Yeah, good to have you, Blaine.
Ricky.
Yeah, the only thing I say is just reiterate what I said on some of the broadcasts that we had. I mean, there's obviously a lot going on, and a lot of it really didn't necessarily involve input from the kids necessarily, and they just took their cues from what decisions were made. And I think it was impressive for a lot of them that went out there and kept playing and did what they did between the lines, and the rest of it was what it was. So congrats to those kids going through a lot more than a lot of us had to go through when we were teens. So good on them, and better times are coming.
Well, and I saw on the football schedule the Cougars played on Tuesday or on the 17th and then the 20th in football.
Yeah.
And I think the Bengals played the 18th and then the 20th or 7th. How do you play a high school football game 3 days apart? So kudos to those kids. You're sore. You just got to grind through it, and they did.
Yep, put up with a lot, and we did the best with what we had, and hopefully we can use this pause now to beat COVID and just get rid of it, so we can actually move on without having to be worried about these things, in our daily lives, and for the kids at school and practice and games and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to beating this thing, and I know spring sports would love a spring schedule, and we'd love to go back to having full coverage of sports. So looking forward to that day. So let's use the opportunity now to beat COVID. We can do it, team. All right.
Go,
thanks,
team.
guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too.
You dropped this.
Hey, you got a mug.
Oh, sorry.
You dropped
Want
it.
me to give it back?
Almost hit me in the
Yeah,
head.
give it
Here
back.
you go. Here you go, Rick.
Okay, I got it.
Thanks.
Kids, do you want this, or is this my Christmas
Yeah.
present?
You can have
That's
it.
your welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
It was a gift from my wife. You can have it.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black
All right.
Friday shopping.
Happy
online.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.
Goggle,
Go turkeys.
Goggle, goggle.